Guys, before listening, I have a disclaimer. In this video, we mention the suicide topic. Please be aware and listen.
Hello everyone,
Hi, I'm Michael.
and I'm Gigi. How are you guys doing? We are not doing great. We are not even doing fine.
How is it going, guys?
Like an asshole. Anyway. So today's topic is about, are you lazy or you just have ADHD? This is a topic that I guess we should talk about a lot more, because there are more people who are diagnosed with ADHD, like Michael and me.
It's like us.
Yeah. Our ADHD level is a bit severe, a bit like higher than the normal. And we would like to talk about it more because that's a good topic to talk about.
That's right. How many times have you said to yourself, I'm just lazy. I can finish anything, or everyone else seems ahead. What's wrong with me? But what if it's not laziness at all? What if it's something deeper like ADHD?
Yeah, the huge difference between ADHD and being lazy is when you have ADHD and you can't do a task or you can compliment anything, is that you want to do that thing, like you want to study, you want to maybe go outside, walk, maybe do sports, but somehow you end up not being able to do it. But when you are lazy, you don't really care about doing the thing.
Intentionally.
Yeah, intentionally. It's really, when you have ADHD, it's more unconscious.
Yes, that's right. ADHD isn't just a childhood condition or about being hyper. It's a developmental disorder that affects adults too, often in ways we don't even realize. Time management, relationships, self-worth, focus, emotion, eating, sleeping, even creativity.
Yes, I guess in this case about ADHD, the tricky part is it can affect everything, because everything done with a certain point of focus, when you can't focus on your relationship, when you can't focus on studying, when you can't even focus to brush your teeth.
Every fucking thing in life.
Everything. Like, I'm not to come here to say, it's worse than, shut the fuck up. I'm not here to say, it's worse than depression, or maybe I'm gonna give a warning on the first side, suicide. I'm not gonna say that, but when you have ADHD and you can't control it, you can't manage it truly, or you don't have people to help you, it could be like doctors or your friends and family, it can end up to a depression or even like suicide. So a little bit heavy topic, but I guess we should talk about it much more. Other than that, ADHD brings anxiety too, because you're always anxious and you forget things. For example, I got to do this and do this and do this, but oh no, now I'm forgetting what I should do. Because you just unconsciously forget that thing. For example, I'm telling myself now I'm going to the kitchen and bring a glass of water, and on the way of kitchen I'm forgetting what I'm gonna do, and return to my room and sleep. So it makes me dehydrated and sad. This is how anxiety works in the ADHD. When you're forgetting the more important topics, maybe talking about the important things in your relationship, or maybe doing an important task for your school, maybe your university. You're forgetting the important dates of exams, or maybe some essays you should read and give. This is why ADHD brings everything with itself.
ADHD control everything in life.
Yeah.
Control you, control life, control anything. And for example, you lie in bed for hours because starting the day feels like climbing a mountain,
Exactly.
and you being exciting project but rarely finish because your brain is lose the spark after the novelty fades, and you make great to-do list, but when it's time to act you freeze.
Yeah.
Like my brain is not braining.
One of the important points of ADHD is dopamine. Like, you have ADHD mostly, not always, mostly because your dopamine level is low, not because your brain is not making enough dopamine, but on the way of dopamine to the part of the brain that should be, the dopamine gets lost and goes wrong. And this is itself, it's just so much good example for ADHD on the way they lost.
That's right.
You remember that meme of the, like, I guess, I don't know what it was, but a diva like a generic thing
I know,
walking.
I remember
I would put it on the video if I could. I would add it here. You remember that? Yeah, that's the motherfucker that lost the dopamine on the way. So this is why, like, you bring anxiety to your life, depression, or even other things, much more harmful things, more than like a good thing.
And people with ADHD often experience executive dysfunction. They know what to do, but just can't get started. That's not laziness. That's brain freeze. Their brains have dopamine regulation issues, making it hard to feel motivation unless something is truly exciting or urgent. They're constantly fighting their own brain and get exhausted trying to keep up with expectations.
Yeah, if I'm about to explain the thing that Michael says a bit more. So when you have so many things to do in a day, like exercise, like eat healthy, or sleep well, drink well, go to your job, do this, your brain consciously becomes overwhelmed. It gets there, stressed because, what should I do? I don't know what to do. I'm not doing any of that, and I'm sleeping.
At the end, you feel depression, you feel overwhelmed, you feel sad, and it's killed.
It's so hard.
Your soul, your body, your brain.
I am sure most of the people who have ADHD are common and known in this situation that whether you will have medication or you will go to the therapy, one of these should be in your life. Maybe both of them, maybe just one of them. Depends on the plans you have for your future. Right. So if you don't have these, you will really be like much more overwhelmed than you are when you are alone. So for that, I'm hoping you have the family and the friends you need, like the support you need. I would be really happy if you guys, any of you, have the privilege to go to a doctor, go to a psychiatrist. What was that?
Psychological.
Aferin. And now we are switching the language again, like we did on the past episodes.
Yes.
We will probably put that. We will probably put that on the description. Go watch that.
It's iconic.
It's just ADHD. I don't do anything. You know what's the weird part of the situation? Like, most of the people in the history that had an effect on it had ADHD.
Yes.
And I don't know how how did they control it? Yes. And I'm consciously reminding that they don't have phones. Phone addiction makes
fucking right.
Phone addiction makes it 100 times worse. Yes. Worse because much more blaming, because you can't control your 15 hours a day of watch screen time, but that makes it really bad. like make your headaches much more,
Yes.
make your ADHD somehow much more worse. And you know, like when you go to IG and on your Explore and binge watched all the
Scroll,
yes, doom
scroll.
scrolling to bottom of the IG, but that is one of the reasons might like make your ADHD worse. Did you know that?
Yes,
That
I know.
because it's giving you dopamine in the seconds. Like if your dopamine is low, you're going to pass that content and go to much more better content that gives you much more dopamine.
You know, a fake
Yeah,
dopamine.
you know.
It's not real. It's not
Yeah,
useful.
it's really not useful. That's not healthy. I guess what was serotonin?
Oh yes, yes.
What we need is serotonin, not dopamine.
That's right.
Serotonin is much more like usable. It is much more healthier version of the dopamine. It's like stays much more than the dopamine. It's harder to
Yes.
obtain than the dopamine. This is the reason that I believe I should buy a Nokia phone with literal buttons on it and stop being a podcaster on the YouTube. But this is what we have for now. It's really stressing. I hope you guys have the support you need. And if I'm on the place to give you recommendation that I will give you, meditate. Meditation really makes it. Somehow sitting there and not thinking about anything makes it better. Like you know, you don't get overwhelmed
Yes,
easily.
one breath is you know, control your ADHD
Yeah.
and help your brain is calm.
If you're like broke ass bitch like me, I recommend you to go to like Healthy Gamer GG. Yeah, that was the channel's name. And like follow Dr. K's guide, not the one with the money, the free videos on the YouTube channel. I believe the one with the money could be really helpful too, but I
Put
don't.
some description, you know, guys.
Yeah, but since I can't pay for that because not only I don't have the money, but I don't have the thing to transfer the money for that account. This is why I'm not recommended it because I didn't use it myself.
Yes.
Go there and watch his videos. They are really, really good, really helpful for your ADHD, depression, and so on. And genuinely, I'm believing if you don't have any kind of like disorder, like mostly, what is that? What is ADHD called? What kind of a disorder was it?
No developmental disorder.
Yeah, neurological disorder. These kind of disorders, even you don't have it, go and check his like videos. That's because that's really cool. That's really great. It will really help you. Thanks for listening.
Yes, thanks for listening, and let's hanging out with us.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See you next time.